Our area are now headed to Nashville to help in the cleanup and the recovery efforts. News 5's Christy Calcagno joining us live at the Red Cross Center in Sullivan County. They're getting ready to pull out this afternoon. Christy, what have you learned?
Hey Preston, I am right now here in the Disaster Operations Center in Kingsport here at the Red Cross, and now I'm going to be noticing that all behind us is going to be the 8 volunteers that are going to be heading off to Nashville. They just now received their deployment orders. I'm here with Heather. She is the executive director of the Northeast Tennessee Red Cross. Heather, what does these orders mean? What are these volunteers going into?
Yeah, so we have 8 volunteers from our 13 county coverage area right now that are deploying to support the Red Cross response in Nashville. And each of their deployment orders are individual. We have people who are going to work in our headquarters. We have people who are going to be boots on the ground doing disaster assessment, providing food and material items for people who are trying to figure out what's going on and what their next step's going to be. So in their packet, they have their actual work assignment, as well as where they'll be reporting to, who they'll be reporting to, and a mission card, which actually funds their deployment for the 2 weeks that they'll be in Nashville.
So they are going to be there for 2 weeks. Is that a minimum at this point?
It's looking like it, yes.
Okay. And so when did you all get the call that they were going to be sending some volunteers from our area to Nashville?
We got the call early this morning. Dawn Day, our disaster program manager, actually received the first call. And from there, she and Larry, our disaster program specialist, started assembling our teams. And within a few hours, we had a crew of 8 ready to roll.
Tell me a little bit about some of the things that they plan on doing, this disaster assessment. What does that entail?
So disaster assessment is assessing residential homes for damage to see what kind of support those families are going to need. We also have people who are going to be supporting our shelters. We have shelters open all across Middle Tennessee. We have people who will be providing client casework, so working one-on-one with families on what their individual needs are and their recovery plan. We have people who will be distributing supplies, working on feeding, and taking care of health and mental health needs as well.
And so this, of course, isn't the only time that a lot of these volunteers, this isn't their first time being deployed.
No, we have volunteers with a wide variety of experience. I think we have one person here who's going on their first deployment. We have somebody else who's been around for 11 years and gets called out all the time. We have Stuart Chapman, just turned 89, and he has been on countless disaster deployments. And these are all volunteers who get the call, hear that there's a need, and give up 2 weeks of their life to come and support and help other people.
Of course, absolutely. And we absolutely thank all of the volunteers that do this. Now, coming up in just a little bit on News 5, we'll be talking to some of the volunteers about their efforts. Live here in Kingsport,